I'm Chris with Palmetto State Armory. Today we're going to talk about
the re-release of our 9mm AKV.
So the too long didn't read version of the story is that the initial batch of bolts for the AKV came in from our supplier, and a handful of those bolts didn't match our design specifications. Specifically speaking, the extractor pocket and the firing pin bore, so we had to return the initial batch of bolts. The unfortunate part of that is some of those bolts that didn't match our design made it into production models of the AKVs and went out the door. So it's a good time to remind you that if you have an AKV, Palmetto State Armory products all carry a 100% lifetime warranty. And if you're having issues, we cover the cost fully of you getting it back to us. We'll review it, we'll replace anything that needs to be replaced, we'll get it back in top working condition for you and send it back. We have implemented some modifications. If I tell you something here and you have an AKV and you think, man, I wish my AKV had that, send it to us, we'll add it onto it free of charge. So we'll start on the outside at the rear with your dust cover. You'll notice we flared that ever so slightly so that now there's a more tactile stop for your safety lever. When you engage that safety, it's going to hit there and stop. No over travel there. If you move forward up the dust cover towards the rear sight, you're going to see a steel insert that we've added and a steel screw that's Loctited in place. There were some reports about movement of the dust cover as shooters were using it and opening and closing. So we wanted to make sure that that stayed firmly in place at all times. There's no need for you to ever remove that screw. You can field strip the AKV and get it all the way apart with no need whatsoever to remove that screw. If you open up your AKV and you look inside, you're going to find an added recoil block as well as a recoil buffer. These three things, your extra power spring, your buffer, and your recoil block, which is 70-75 aluminum, those three things are working together to make sure that your bolt can't slam home so fast that a live round is going into the chamber before a spent case has been extracted. That is caused by bolt over travel. If you look down underneath all that, you will be able to see a bracket that we've inserted into the AKV. We are affectionately calling this the Mac bracket. If you've seen the Military Arms channel video, you'll notice that he was having some extraction issues, and as he was trying to clear any sort of malfunction his AKV was having, there were times where a round would fall rearward and into the fire control group. So that's not good. We wanted to fix that and make sure that it couldn't happen. So the bracket comes into play now because this will prevent the brass from going rearward and falling into the fire control group.
You'll also notice an additional cut to the bolt itself, a bit of a scoop on the extractor side of the bolt, right next to the charging handle, and that is designed to allow kind of a shovel effect on the spent case as it's extracted from the chamber. This is going to create a more reliable feed, a better functioning AKV overall.
Last thing is to talk about Akb Magazines. Now, our Akv magazine, this is our design. We call this the U9 Mag. This will work in a CC Scorpion. It will work also in your AKV. No kidding.
The thing about Scorpion magazines is there's all sorts of variations, different generations that were made in different places. So the majority of Scorpion magazines are going to work inside your AKV. We just can't guarantee that all of them work. However, the U9 magazine will work in your AKV and in your Scorpion.
But we think the U9 Mag actually brings so much added value, it's really the only one you need anyway. Sells for $19.99, that's a good price. Has a higher capacity at 35 rounds, and it has steel feed lips, so why not? So that's your U9 Mag. We guarantee that'll work, and like everything else we make, it does have a 100% lifetime warranty on it. So that's your rundown on the upgrades to the AKV. Remember this, 100% lifetime warranty, and if you already have an AKV, and I've talked about something here and you wish yours had that, or if you're having issues with the AKV, we cover all costs incurred. We hate that you're having issues. We don't like that. We want your gun to shoot well and to be fun to shoot whenever you decide to go shooting. So you let us know, and we will coordinate shipping it back to us and getting it back to you 100% tip-top shape. More information at PalmettoStateArmory.com right now.